Number 23, please describe the land covenant God gave to Abraham. Has it been fulfilled? Please describe the land covenant God gave to Abraham. Has it been fulfilled? Most of these evangelical preachers will say that the land covenant has not been fulfilled because they're predicating their theology on this twisted interpretation of Scripture starting in Genesis 12:3, going into Daniel's prophecy, etc. And it's a weird interpretation of the Bible. I could almost say, some have said, I could almost say that this Christian Zionist interpretation of Israel, the Old Testament prophecy, etc., has definite and serious elements of the occult in it. And maybe I can explain that a little bit more in messages to come. But I believe there is an element of occult belief and practices that's associated with this weird interpretation of Scripture known as Christian Zionism. The land covenant, and I'll delve into much more about the land covenant in the prophecy series. For now, the right answer is yes. It has been fulfilled. They are looking for a rapture, the building of the Jewish temple, the introduction of the Antichrist, who then carries out a new holocaust against the Jewish people. This is all in their belief system. According to them, maybe 2/3 of all of the Jewish people in the world at that time are going to be killed by the Antichrist during this great tribulation. Well, you know, that's a real comfort to the Jewish people. But these Christian Zionists go all over the world talking about how much they love Israel and how much they love the Jewish people. But if you stop and think about what they're really saying about the Jewish people, it's anything but love. Oh yeah, under our belief system, you all are going to be slaughtered and killed. But God is going to rapture us to heaven first. So we're not going to die. But you're all going to die. But we love you so much. I'm telling you, when you really get into what this fallacious doctrine teaches, it's so full of contradiction, inconsistency, and, can I say, theologically speaking, baloney. And they get by with it. The land covenant given to Moses was fulfilled under Joshua. Joshua chapter 11 and verse 15. And the Lord commanded Moses his servant, so did Moses command Joshua. And so did Joshua. He left nothing undone of all that the Lord commanded Moses. Did you see that? He left nothing undone of all that the Lord commanded Moses. Joshua chapter 11, verse 23 says further, so Joshua took the whole land according to all that the Lord said unto Moses. And Joshua gave it for an inheritance unto Israel according to their divisions by their tribes, and the land rested from war. Did you see that? So Joshua took the whole land according to all that the Lord said unto Moses. The second part of this, the land covenant given to Abraham, that was the land covenant given to Moses, was fulfilled under Joshua. The land covenant given to Abraham was fulfilled under David and Solomon. 2 Samuel chapter 8 and verse 3. David smote also Hadadezer, the son of Rehob, king of Zobah, as he went to recover the border at the river Euphrates. John Gill writes, by this means the border was recovered to the kingdom of Israel and reached so far as plain it did in Solomon's time. 1 Kings chapter 4 verse 21. And Solomon reigned over all kingdoms from the river the Euphrates unto the land of the Philistines, this would have been the Mediterranean Sea, and unto the border of Egypt, that was the land dimension that God spoke to Abraham. They brought presents and served Solomon all the days of his life. Adam Clarke says, thus Solomon possessed all the land that God covenanted unto Abraham to give to his posterity. Albert Barnes and Matthew Henry say the same thing. So the land covenants given under both Abraham and Moses were totally and completely fulfilled by Joshua and then David and Solomon.